I was thinking about this. What would Jesus have to do to prove to you that he's alive today? Hi, I'm Jordan Dunnigan, and I think you need to hear this. So what would Jesus have to do to prove to you that he's alive today? Would he just have to pop up in front of you, like materialize right in front of you? Like just appear right in front of you? Or would he need to drop you some gold bars down from heaven? Or would he have to send lightning from heaven? Would you have to see him come down from heaven? Like, what would Jesus need to do to prove to you that he is who he says he is? I just want to pick up in the story from the road to Emmaus on to Jesus appearing to the disciples. Jesus appeared to two disciples on the road to Emmaus. He hid his appearance. He went to dinner with them. They broke bread with them. And you can watch that in my last video. He broke bread with them, and then he showed himself to them, and then he disappeared. So these two disciples, their minds are blown. So they went to talk to the other disciples about what had happened. Do you share your encounters with Jesus with other people? Do you tell people what God has done for you in your life? This is important to share with people because people want to hear that Jesus is who he says he is. People want to hear that Jesus is alive. So as we pick up in the story, this is Luke 24:36 through 49. I'm going to read. Starting in 36, verse 36. While they were still talking about this, Jesus himself stood among them and said to them, "Peace be with you." So the two disciples from the road to Emmaus, they meet up with the disciples. And they're all talking about this, and Jesus just pops up like, "Peace be with you." He just materializes right in front of them and says, "Peace be with you." They were startled and frightened, thinking they saw a ghost. He said to them, "Why are you troubled? And why do doubts rise in your minds? Look at my hands and my feet. It is I myself. Touch me and see. A ghost does not have flesh and bones as you see I have." Jesus asked them this because he knew that doubts had risen in their minds. He knew that they thought that he was dead. He knew that they were troubled because their past didn't look like what they expected it to look like, and now their future is not going to look like what they expect it to look like. And we go through these things too. I'm going to touch on that later. But things happen to us, and we don't expect it. And then our whole life looks totally different. We can't even see what tomorrow is going to bring. We can't see what's in the future. We feel like our hope is just destroyed. Sometimes